Last time on Anacapa, we climbed 150 steps from the sea, explored the lighthouse, and stood at Inspiration Point. But the real Anacapa begins after dark. Thousands of gulls screaming into the night. The lighthouse flickers to life. By the end of this video, you'll know what it's like to spend a night here. Birds, noise, and yes, plenty of poop.
What I've learned about seagulls since I've been here.
First off, they mate for life. That's right, one partner forever. And both mom and dad split the parenting duties. They take turns nesting, feeding, and raising the chicks. Feeding's not exactly glamorous though. Adults regurgitate food for their young, and if it's not mushy enough, they'll take it back and try again later. Yeah, family mealtime gets a little gross out here. Western gulls are also fiercely territorial. If a chick wanders into the wrong neighborhood or a clumsily fledgling crash lands in another territory, it can be attacked, even killed by other adults. And survival is tough. 1 out of 3 chicks usually makes it to adulthood, and that doesn't happen until around age 5.
So there's these fledglings, and they come up here to the top of the hill, and then they slide down a little, and then they walk back up the hill and they go again, and they come again. There it goes. There it goes. Trying to fly. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
These birds are loud, messy, and honestly, a little ruthless. As the sun drops, Anacapa changes. Thousands of gulls and pelicans pour in from the ocean, filling the sky in a constant stream. It reminded me of a bat flight, only louder, messier, and it goes on for hours. The island becomes a swirl of wings and noise, like the cliffs themselves have come alive. As night falls, the lighthouse comes alive, its beam sweeping the sea, steady against the chaos of the birds. Soon it was too dark to see, so I went to bed, but not necessarily to sleep.
Okay, it's 5:15 in the morning. And dark outside. You can hear the foghorn. Good night's sleep is not something you get at a bird sanctuary.
The tent was my only escape from the chaos, and by 9:30, the gull chicks were pecking on my tent like an alarm clock that I couldn't snooze. Out here, cooking isn't about bears, it's about gulls. The only safe and clean kitchen is inside the bear box.
Good morning. Interesting night. The birds do quiet down after dark until about 5 a.m. and then they go crazy. That must be go out and catch fish, early bird gets the worm kind of stuff. They went crazy then. The birds that camped right here, that live right here, that would squawk in the middle of the night would of course wake me up. So I got some sleep, but I didn't get a ton. But it's okay. I'm here one night. That's fine. This morning I've made myself a cup of tea and some breakfast, and I'm gonna sit here and look at the ocean and, of course, listen to the birds. Yeah, and the seagulls aren't very happy with me because I'm in their territory. And this one mama or papa bird right here keeps trying to like dive bomb me just a bit. but I just leave it ground, whatever. I think it's a poop on my rain tent. There's one. And there's one. And I left my sandals out, and they were flung about 10 feet away from the tent. They are fine though. These little critters, they're the culprits. Also, the little baby birds did try when the sun was out just a few minutes ago to come and hide under my shade here. And that's when I decided it's time to get up. One thing I haven't mentioned, if you come to the island, be prepared for poop. Some people are calling it guano, but it is everywhere. It's on the tables, it's on the benches, it's on the outside of the bathrooms, not the inside of the bathrooms. It's on the bear boxes, it's on the ground, it's on these roaches. It is everywhere. Okay. With all these birds, there's bound to be poop. I have failed to mention how much poop there really is. Take a look at my food box or bear box. My table, I went and got this seagull thing off of another table that nobody was at because mine was broken. And that's helped, but you can see. I cleaned off the bench. There's poop all around my campsite. There's poop everywhere. Everywhere. If you take a look at the bathrooms, you can see the poop on the bathrooms. It's everywhere.
Yesterday, I learned the hard way. And when I thought this one was dry, well, let's just say it wasn't. I should have brought my own chair. Shit is right. It was everywhere.
It has some poop on it. Be prepared to get pooped on. Bring a wide brim hat. And as I walk around and I see this, one of the things I can't help but think of is my niece Emma. Emma has her own YouTube channel, and she's a cute and funny young girl, and reviews her toys and stuff like that. But I'm cracking up thinking about the reactions that you would have to all of this poop. I just think it would be hilarious. Anyway, I don't ever plan on coming back to spend the night, Emma, but if you want to spend the night here, I'm in. I'm in to come with you. Anyway, check out my niece's YouTube channel. She's Emma M, and I will put a link in the description to her channel. So I am just going to set my tripod here in the middle of the campsite and sit and finish my cup of tea. And I'm kind of out of sight, out of mind, and see what the birds do, because they are pretty curious, especially the young ones.
So, I set the camera down right next to a nesting spot. And sure enough, this little chick came right over. First, it tested the tripod legs, pecking like it might win a fight. Then, it looked straight into the camera, giving it the full inspection. Turns out, on Anacapa, even the gull chicks want to be on camera. Next, I moved the camera near the nest of the adult that had dive bombed me earlier. These chicks didn't hesitate for a second. Well trained, they marched right up to my tripod, pecking and posturing like they were already in charge. Looks like they're learning to be just as aggressive as their parents. And then the parents joined in. Nothing says family like everyone screaming at the camera. So here is what is kind of interesting over here. I'm at Inspiration Point, and for the most part, on this side, I have all the fledglings, pretty grown-up ones. And then on this side, I have the adults. And so I just wonder if it's like time for these guys to go. And one thing I noticed is, as you can see from some of the fledglings, they keep their necks down, but then as they get bigger, their necks get taller. And you can see that in these guys right here. And so, I don't know, are these guys, it's like, get off, go, jump off the cliff because all the adults are sitting over here? It's like, hey, get out of my house, go, I'm tired of feeding you. Or what, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. On the rest of the island, the fledglings are all right with their parents. And don't leave their parents' side. But over here, not the case. I asked the ranger, and she explained the adults are done with their chicks, ready for them to leave the nest. What I was seeing was the beginning of a new flock forming, young gulls learning to find their place on Anacapa. The birds are ready to leave the nest, and I'm ready to leave Anacapa. But this wild, noisy island won't leave me anytime soon. If you enjoyed this adventure on Anacapa, make sure to subscribe and come along for the next journey. There's always another wild place to explore. After Anacapa Island, Grace decided I needed a seagull of my own. So meet Noisy, my new co-pilot. He doesn't squawk all night, he doesn't steal my food, and he certainly won't poop on any of the benches. Noisy's the best seagull ever.